Hello doctors, today we are going to learn about terms or words used in veterinary osteology to describe bone parts. Lots of technical words are used in veterinary osteology to address parts of bones. The surface of the bones presents a number of features in the form of prominences, depressions, perforations, etc. These may be articular to forming joints with corresponding articular areas of another bone or non-articular furnishing attachment to muscles, tendons and ligaments. First we will going to see prominences of bones. These are anything deviation from normal surface. You can see this slide arrow marks to understand normal surface and prominence in a bone. Process in a general term for prominence. Tubercle is a small blunt projection. If it is more developed, then it is called a tuberosity, while a trochanter is the largest of these prominence. Spine is a pointed projection. In this shown picture, you can see a spine of a vertebrae. Crest is a sharp ridge. Later parts of anatomy, where we going to learn about individual bones, there we are going to see this. Line is a faint elongated elevation, whereas a crest is an elongated elevation. Head is a rounded articular enlargement at the end of a bone. It may be joined to the shaft by the neck. Condyle is a somewhat cylindrical articular eminence, while an epicondyle is a non-articular projection in connection with it. In this picture, you can see medial and lateral condyle of humerus bone. Protuberance, prominence, eminence and torus, these are varieties of bony projections. Trochlea is a pulley-like articular area, as you can see in this picture. It is for articulation. Now let's see depressions of bones. These are anything reduction type of deviation from normal surface. You can see this slide arrow marks to understand normal surface and depression in a bone. Glenoid cavity is a shallow cup-like articular depression, but cotyloid cavity is a deep cup-like articular depression. The thing we have to keep in mind is that both cavity is differ in deepness of articular surface. Facet is a flat articular surface. The terms fossa, fovea and sulcus denote various forms of depressions. Cleft is a fissure in a bone. Cleft term also used for tissues as well, like cleft palate. Cleft palate means roof of the mouth does not fully close, and this leaves an opening between the nose and mouth. Now let's see perforations of bones. These are anything like holes or canals in normal integrity of bones. You can see this slide arrow marks to understand normal structure and perforation in a bone. Foramen is a perforation for the transmission of blood vessels, nerves, etc., whereas meatus is a narrow passage. Canal is a bony tunnel-like foramen of some length. Sinus is an air cavity within the bone lined by mucous membrane and communicates with the exterior. And hiatus is a depression leading to two or more foramina. Fissure is a narrow cleft in a bone. Some terms are not prominences, depressions or perforations. These we will see in other terms. Lamina is a thin plate of a bone. Cornu or hamulus is a curved horn-like process. Labyrinth is a cavity within a bone. Symphysis is a union in which two similar bones are firmly connected by cartilage. Some terms are specifically used for long bones like humerus, femur, etc. Let's see these into this slide. Head is the proximal articular end of the bone, whereas neck is the adjacent part of it connecting the shaft of the bone. Neck region of bone present between the head and the shaft. Epiphysis is the end regions of a long bone. It referred as proximal and distal. Diaphysis is a long, relatively straight main body of a long, also known as the shaft. Thank you for learning with Vetscraft. You can ask any question in the comment box. You can see a link in the description and read more about this topic on our website. Please consider subscribing to our channel.